So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I'm signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy. I'm going crazy. Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin Bieber is reportedly in a deeply distressed state following the recent arrest of Sean Diddy Combs on charges related to sex trafficking and abuse. Combs, aged 54, was taken into custody in New York and faces an indictment accusing him of a long history of coercion, violence, and manipulation to control his victims. The indictment claims that Combs lured victims, both women and male sex workers, into participating in drug-fueled sexual encounters known as freak-offs, which sometimes lasted for days. These events were allegedly orchestrated by Combs, who would often record them while participating minimally. Bieber, who is now 30, has reportedly been profoundly shaken by these allegations, especially because he collaborated with Combs less than a year ago. According to a source speaking to DailyMail.com, Bieber is struggling to come to terms with the news, feeling emotionally overwhelmed and unable to engage in discussions about it. The insider described Bieber as having shut off and noted that the singer is deeply disturbed by the revelations. He has reportedly cut himself off from the outside world, grappling with how someone he once admired could be involved in such horrific accusations. The source explained that this news has struck Bieber particularly hard due to his long-standing connections to people who were close to Combs. Many of these individuals played significant roles in Bieber's rise to stardom, which has made it even more difficult for him to process. The insider added that Bieber feels a strong sense of regret about his recent collaboration with Combs, which took place on Combs' 2023 album The Love Album, Off the Grid. Bieber featured on a track titled Moment and, according to the source, he would have never participated had he been aware of the accusations that were about to surface. Reflecting on their relationship, Bieber has often shared memories of his early encounters with Combs, dating back to when he was just 14 years old. In one Instagram post, he recalled a meeting with Combs where he pitched a song he had written, only to be told that it wasn't good enough. Despite this early rejection, Bieber maintained contact with Combs and even collaborated with him years later. However, with the recent developments, Bieber has reportedly distanced himself from Combs, regretting that he didn't keep more distance during the time when many of the alleged abuses took place. Adding to Bieber's distress is the resurfacing of old footage from when he was much younger, interacting with Combs in a way that now raises concerns among fans and observers. In one clip, recorded when Bieber was just 15, Combs is seen speaking to the camera about how he has been given custody of the young pop star for 48 hours. Combs described their time together as a 15-year-old's dream, though he did not specify what activities they were engaging in. Bieber can be seen smiling nervously in the background as Combs talks about their plans, fueling further speculation and discomfort in light of the recent accusations. In another video, Combs questions a then 16-year-old Bieber about why he hasn't been staying in touch as much as he used to. Combs seems playful in his questioning, but Bieber appears anxious and awkward, trying to explain that Combs had never been able to get his phone number. These interactions have sparked fresh scrutiny as people revisit these moments in light of the allegations against Combs, raising questions about the nature of Bieber's relationship with the music mogul during his formative years. Combs has since pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bail, despite his legal team's request for his release on a $50 million bond with electronic monitoring. According to the indictment, Combs used his power and influence to lure women into what they believed were romantic relationships, only to subject them to physical threats and coercion in order to participate in the so-called freak-offs. These events, described as elaborate and orchestrated sexual performances, often left participants so physically exhausted and drugged that they required 4 fluids to recover. Combs' legal team, led by Mark Agnifilo, has attempted to downplay the severity of the accusations, claiming that the freak-offs were part of Combs' personal life, particularly his on-again, off-again relationship with singer Cassie. Agnifilo insisted that these interactions were consensual and not coercive. However, prosecutors have already interviewed over 50 victims and witnesses, and they anticipate that the number of testimonies will continue to grow as the investigation deepens. For Bieber, this scandal has reportedly caused immense emotional turmoil, compounded by the fact that many people who helped shape his career were closely associated with Combs. The singer, who recently became a father, has withdrawn from public life and is said to be avoiding any engagement with the ongoing news surrounding Combs' arrest and the details of the indictment. Sources close to Bieber emphasize that he is unwilling to process or discuss the allegations, opting instead to shut himself off as he struggles with the profound impact the news has had on him personally. While Bieber has not made any public statements regarding the matter, those close to him indicate that he feels an overwhelming sense of betrayal and confusion. His connection to Combs during his formative years, as well as their more recent collaboration, has left him reeling in light of the accusations. The unfolding legal battle and its implications for the music industry continue to weigh heavily on the singer, whose personal response remains one of retreat and isolation amidst the ongoing fallout from Combs' arrest.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more celebrity gossip and news updates.